Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new Jurassic Evolution 2 live stream. My name is Jens, I'm part of the community team here at Frontier, and it is my absolute pleasure to be your host for these proceedings as we talk about the upcoming Cretaceous Predator Pack, which is coming out tomorrow in less than 24 hours. And we are incredibly excited here at Frontier to be bringing you this brand new Jurassic World Evolution 2 DLC, as well as free update number 8. It is lovely to see so many wonderful people here. Let's take a look at the chat to see who we have. Osric and Heather, of course, from the mod team is here. We've got Florida Man. We've got Scott the Smart Ape. We've got The Real Ham. We've got Parzival. We've got T-Rex 5238. So good to see everyone here. And it's good to be back on stream as well. I'm having a lot of fun being back. Please let us know in the comments and in the chats what you are most looking forward to seeing on this stream. Right now, chat is going way too fast for me to follow, so I think we're just going to roll on with it. Joining me today, he is the man who dressed up as Lowry Carruthers for the Lord stream of Jurassic World Evolution 2. It's none other than Rich Newbold.
Hey everyone.
How are you doing, Rich?
I'm very well. Thank you very much for having me back on the couches.
It's good to have you back.
It's now my couch, I think, officially on a Jurassic stream.
Yeah,
so for me.
Definitely.
Thank you very much for having me. I love being here.
Yeah, I feel like we've been here so often now that the couches have sort of formed beneath our weight.
It's not,
like
probably not hygienic, actually.
yeah, but like when we sit down now, it's just like, it's like putting on like an old pair of shoes that you haven't worn in a while, but they still fit.
It's not just a physical item, it's the aura that they bring. And we sit here and we talk about amazing things and we get to tell you guys about the amazing things that we've been doing. And that's always nice.
There's a wonderful like switch that goes on in your head. When you sit down, you see the red light.
It's a good news couch.
Exactly. So, how are you doing?
Very well. Very exciting.
Yeah, I bet.
Me and myself and the team have been doing exciting things.
Doing lots of things that people are going to, obviously a lot of people know about it already, but if you don't know about it, you're obviously going to learn about it in this stream because we are highlighting all the cool new species in the Cretaceous Predator Pack, as well as the cool new features in free update number 8. But for those of you who don't know who you are, why don't you quickly introduce yourself to the community?
Hey everyone, I am Rich Newbold. I am the game director on Jurassic World Evolution 2. Is this where you awkwardly ask me, what is it
what
that
does
you
that
do?
mean?
What does that mean? So my role is to identify all the amazing things that we're going to put in the updates, what the dinosaurs and the species are going to be in the PDLCs, and kind of prioritize those and decide with the team what we're going to do, and then bring them all to you guys. So that's it in a nutshell. There's a lot more nuance and complication for that, but that's it pretty much.
And throughout the years, there's been a lot of conversations between yourself and myself about what the community wants and things
what's
that
the
they
vibe
want.
from the community?
What's the vibe? What do they think about this dinosaur versus this dinosaur, and how could this feature fit into the game?
Exactly. And you guys are my eyes and ears into the community, and I love the work that you do because I want to roll in the feedback from you guys in the community, the wider community, like community management team, of what kind of species you want to see, what kind of areas of the game you'd like us to focus on and kind of update and make Jurassic World Evolution 2 even better. And it's not just about what I want to do or what the team want to do, it's what you guys want as well, because you are the players ultimately. And you know this game probably better than I do, and I thought I knew this game very well. So, you know, it's great.
I mean, I feel like you know it fairly well at this point, and I've certainly learned a lot about dinosaurs and how to pronounce certain dinosaur names. But yeah, we are going to be jumping into the game in just a few moments. But first, let's take a look at the announcement trailer for the Cretaceous Predator Pack. And there you have it. That was the announcement trailer for the Cretaceous Predator Pack, featuring the Gigantoraptor, the Utahraptor, the Concavenator, and Tarbosaurus. And I have not spent enough time in the species viewer to fully learn what those, how those dinosaur names are pronounced. So hopefully, that was just off the dome based on conversations with viewers.
This pack is actually one of the easiest ones. I think some of the previous DLCs have had some trickier ones.
There are very few instances of 3 consonants right next to each other, and like the middle one is silent for some reason. Yeah. It's 4 very, very interesting species of dinosaurs. Can you tell us a little bit about how you decide what makes it into this pack?
It's a really complicated process. I try and consider all of the feedback from the community, the most wanted species wish list that you guys put together, things that we think would be interesting on the team, and then also trying to come up with a way to group those things together in an interesting way. With this pack and kind of, and you saw it in the other pack as well, I've been trying to consider how to get the Camp Cretaceous species in that weren't part of the Camp Cretaceous species pack from 2020 year that came out in. And we had the Nothosaurus and the Tarbosaurus that I wanted to bring to the community. We're big fans of Camp Cretaceous, but they weren't quite, just the two of them alone wasn't enough for a whole pack. So the Nothosaurus gave me a good opportunity to do the marine species pack. And with Tarbosaurus, I was okay, that could be one dinosaur that fits a certain kind of era or type of dinosaur. What are the other ones the community want? What do you guys want? And I'm working with the ends in the community management team of, these are the kind of ones that bubble up to the surface, what's in the franchise as well, what's kind of been referenced in the films that we haven't brought to life yet, and trying to link those things in as well. So the Tarbosaurus, the Concavenator that you see in Fallen Kingdom, that's enough of an in on a franchise, and we are a franchise game, we're a Jurassic World game, that I wanted to bring that one to you players. And just some things that are interesting as well. The Gigantoraptor, I love because I keep calling it it's just a massive chicken. But I love that because it's unique, and I want to bring lots of unique species to you guys and the community as well.
Big chicken pack. Well, not quite, but you know.
And I've got the other Tarbosaurus and the Utahraptor. We've been working on feather technology in Jurassic World Evolution 2. After Dominion came out with the feathered dinosaurs and the feathered species in that pack, did a feathered species pack. I was like, this is a nice species that I want to bring to life as well, utilising that amazing feather tech as well. So there's lots of all of these considerations that I kind of put in a big pot, and I stew on them for a long time, and I go, right, these are the 4 species we're going to do. Here we are.
Yeah.
And that I've done in, 5 minutes, but it takes me hours and weeks. Maybe this one could work, maybe this one, what about this one? And it's all about what we can do on the team, what we can achieve, and ultimately whether you think you guys will get excited about it. And
people seem to be very excited about this
Absolutely. One. So I think I've done my job broadly okay with this one.
I got to say, I love the fact that you have 2 different types of feathered species in this pack, because they are so, they still obviously look like dinosaurs, they look like prehistoric species, but they're so different from each other, and they just work so well within the sort of overall fictional universe of Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, but also, like they look like proper dinosaurs, if that makes sense.
We consider all of that kind of stuff, how we can make our species look paleo accurate as well as Jurassic accurate, and that's the balance that we always strive for in Jurassic World Evolution 2. We want to bring a dinosaur, a species to life accurately and authentically. We work really hard at making sure that we've got all of the right bones and the hip bones and all that kind of science behind it. Make sure it looks as accurate as possible. What you think it needs to look like, we want to make sure it looks like. And you guys are incredible experts on these things, so we educating ourselves on this stuff over years now. And then how that can feed into the Jurassic IP. And we've seen how things like the Pyroraptor looks, and that helps inform us for something like the Utahraptor. The Therizinosaurus, to a degree, kind of informs us as to how feathers might look with the Gigantoraptor that the Jurassic team would have brought to life as well. So, getting that balance right.
Absolutely. Do you have a favorite of the 4 species?
I love.
I'm going to guess. Gigantoraptor.
No, I love all 4 of them equally.
Of course, yeah.
Because they're my babies. But it is the Gigantoraptor.
Yes.
That's the one I like the most, but I love them all. The Gigantoraptor. It was the one when I was putting the pack. I was like, this is the one that just makes me smile on the inside. Makes me a child again. Makes me a kid.
It is a very cool looking prehistoric
when you see it
species.
Kind of kick a ranger car as well, and you're like, I'm like, that's
the species field guide we put out, where it does it kicks over the
like, this is
the ranger
gets
vehicle.
me so excited.
It was incredibly cool.
But they are all 4 of them are great. I'm very proud. I'm proud of them, and the team have done an incredible job of them as well. I'm proud of the team for that.
Obviously, we've talked a lot about the Cretaceous Predator Pack right now, but there's also a free update coming, which we're going to be showcasing as the stream continues. But what do you think is the most interesting addition that we're bringing in with free updating?
For me, it was the automated hatcheries. That was a kind of a feature and expansion of how the hatcheries work that I wanted to do, because for a while now I've seen lots of people in the community wanting to build Site B. They want to build a self-sustaining ecosystem, and because of what the game is and what we have and what we don't have, I've been trying to think of a way of how can we provide mechanics and ways for you to do that, because I've seen how much you really want to do that kind of stuff. So we've been brainstorming, coming up with smart ideas. Okay, well, maybe if we have hatcheries that can provide minimum species count so that you can still have those carnivores killing all of your herbivores, because that's what they want to eat, and that's fine, but a way to keep those herbivores generating so that you can have that. And that's the way that we came up with it, is the hatcheries, and the team took that idea and rolled with it and expanded it even further. So there's lots of different ways for that to happen, whether it's just them coming out the hatchery gate or them being airlifted to certain parts of your park as well. So hopefully there's lots of flexibility for you guys in the community when this comes out to build those site bees as much as possible and have those opportunities to build those ecosystems that you want to be building. So yeah, so for example, but there's so much other good stuff.
There's so much other good stuff as well. So I think we're going to just jump into the game.
Because if I just sit here and tell you all about the features in 5 minutes, we're going to have a very short stream. Jens is like, hold on, Rich. Hold on, Rich. Let's do some showing.
But yeah, we're actually going to jump straight into one of the other cool things from Free Update 8 here. Before we start talking about that, though, I want to know what the people of our chat would like to see first in terms of which dinosaurs they would like to see us showcase. So please shout out your favorite dinosaur from this very pack, from the Cretaceous Predator Pack, in chat, and then we'll take a count later and jump into and show you what it looks like. And but yeah, we are in sandbox mode, as you can probably tell. We are in Jurassic Park 1993, and we are in one of the pre-built sandbox parks.
Yes.
Which is something that we have added, or we are going to be adding in this particular free update. So I guess, can you take it from here and tell me a bit about it?
So again, I love you guys. You give me such amazing feedback. We want to have sandbox layouts. Sandbox parks have always been empty. You know, it's a blank canvas. Go ahead. And then, but some have been like, actually, sometimes we don't want a blank canvas. Can we have a bit of a start, please? So we thought of a way of utilizing the work that the level designers did in campaign mode, and challenge mode, and chaos theory mode, and providing you some of those layouts that they started those levels with as sandbox options for you in different parks as well. So as you can, in this case, this is a sandbox level that is based on
Jurassic Park Challenge,
I
believe
the
it is.
Challenge Jurassic Park level. So it's kind of a little kickstart for you, just a little get you going.
Yeah.
So, and it allows you to get some inspiration, move forward with it, kind of shape it how you want, but it's given you a starting point. It's done a bit of the heavy lifting for you in some of the levels as well.
We've added a few things to this particular park, but obviously the basic layout will be the same. Like, you'll have the entrance right here, you'll have the tour going in, you'll have the one paddock here, you'll have some enclosures here as well, and then this area down here will also have some enclosures ready.
Sometimes you don't want to start from fresh. Sometimes you just want to take something that someone's made a start of and keep it going, and that's what I wanted to provide to you guys.
Yeah. So there's going to be 9 of these to choose from the base game. There's going to be 1 from the Dominion Bison expansion, and then there's going to be 3 from the Dominion Malta expansion.
Yes, so for those ones, you'll need to own those.
Own the DLC.
You need to own those PDLCs to get access to those sandbox layouts.
So there's, I'm just going to list them all. There's United Kingdom, Isla Nublar 93, San Diego, Isla Sorna, Isla Nublar 2015, Sierra Nevada from the Dominion Bison expansion, Arizona, Washington State, Oregon, California, and then San Albertus, San Marie, and Sant'Egidius, I think it was, from the Dominion Malta expansion. So there's, there gives you a bit of a place to start, basically, which I think is very, very cool. As someone who does enjoy building parks, but also sometimes gets a bit intimidated by the whole blank canvas thing, I like having that option. All right, let's take a look at a dinosaur. Let's take a look at the Utahraptor. And while we do, I believe there's going to be it's going to come up on the screen.
On the big TV.
Right here. The Mosasaurus is going to go away, and then we're going to see some release animations as well, I believe. If our producer Adam has that queued up. Yes, he does. And there is the Utahraptor, which I... Oh, that was... And there it went. But if we jump back into the game here, I'm going to bring the Utahraptor up.
We have our very own
screen here. We have our very own, and there she is. Isn't she gorgeous? And I gotta say, like, right off the bat, I love the wings. I love the fluffy tail. I love the little the little haircut that it has.
Yeah, it's got the kind of the NSYNC highlights.
Yeah.
The boy band highlights.
Yeah, it's like frosted tips. That's
Yeah,
what it's
the
called.
one.
Yes, which I think is really, really great.
We love building the Utahraptor. Obviously the Jurassic franchise has the Velociraptors, and they went with a specific style for Jurassic Park, and I wanted to bring something kind of akin to that to life for the Jurassic World Evolution 2 community. The amazing stuff that I think it's the Utahraptor project. The folk have been doing a lot of real world science into how the Utahraptor could look. We've kind of used that as a base of some of our thoughts as well. But I just wanted to bring this species to life. I love the way it looks. I love the combination of the tail feathers, the forearm wings, and how it could look. And I guess it's very similar to the kind of the Pyroraptor style, and I think it was the
Utahraptor, yeah.
2 PDLCs ago. That kind of stuff of expanding, improving those skills, working on those things that we've been working on our species creation to come up with this one, and it's terrifying as well.
I don't think
it looks great, but also
I wouldn't want one of these chasing after me. I really wouldn't. That'd be scary.
Yeah.
But yeah, also this being feathered, it has some of the. I'm assuming it has. Oh, look at him go! Fell down. That's so cute. That is adorable. And I've seen it do some of the feather shaking animations as well that we've seen in some previous feathered species as well.
So that you've taken all the cute things on this carnivore. You add some feathers, you add a nice ocean, and you go, actually, is this nice?
It's a little nice.
It's not nice.
It's a little nice. I like them. They are very, very cute, and they just look. I mean, I can't praise the character art team enough for the work that they do. It is absolutely incredible. The details
finish.
You can see, you pick out like little bits of fur. You can pick out individual feathers.
No,
it's all incredible.
That team as a whole, not just the character art team, but from the art direction to the concept to the character art team, bringing this species to life is great. And then we throw it over to the animation team as well. We come up with all of the kind of the personality of how it moves and walks and interacts as well. That whole team is now a very slick operation, and they produced such wonderful stuff recently.
I remember Amy Hook talked a bit about some of the smaller carnivores have some like cat-inspired animations, and I don't know if other people saw it, but I just saw it here where the Utahraptor, it pounced and then it kicked with its hind legs, which is something my cat does whenever he catches like.
How many goats does your cat eat a week?
Very few. I mean, he is about the size of a goat. He's a big cat. Follow me on Instagram to see pictures of my cat if you want. Oh, she running. Oh, is she gonna hunt? Is she gonna? I'm very
looking
curious
for water.
to see
It's just thirsty.
Oh yeah, just thirsty. Like I need to drink now.
Really need to drink.
So yeah, that is the Utahraptor, which looks absolutely incredible. And we've got some more prehistoric species that we're going to take a look at. But we're going to take a look at some decorations as well, because we are going to be adding some more decorations to Jurassic World Evolution 2 with the upcoming free update. One of which I believe this is in the free update, or am I completely mistaken?
I believe that part of the Jurassic Park 30
my
release
bad then.
that we did.
Then we're just going to ignore that one. I was just really proud of my entrance.
It looks great, and just any
there.
Excuse for us to praise your entrance.
I have the list here. We're adding additional decorations in all building styles, so this will be available across the board. There's going to be new bins, there's going to be a sun lounger, there's going to be some benches, some plant pots, some new fountains, and a lagoon attraction banner. So let's see if we can find some of these. Here we have some of these lovely new bins and benches that you're going to be able to place down. So let me just put some of these down here. We've got some incredible cool park benches that I'm going to start placing out. As well as some picnic tables. Thank you.
Love your placement.
This is mostly just random placement because these things need to go somewhere. This is for the scientists who just want to relax.
As you do.
Because that's what we do. That is what we do in this place here. And I think this is one of the new fountains, I believe.
I believe so as well.
And there we go. And obviously you're going to full list of everything and all that stuff is going to be in the patch notes when we launch this DLC tomorrow on November 30th. So what was the inspiration for some of these new decorations? And do you have a favorite among them as well?
I think it's that fountain.
Yeah.
The one with the tree. Just because I think it's just really nice and I like the waters. The water. With the decorations, I've been trying to get that balance right of decorative things for the guests, for them to enjoy, but providing them for players in a way that makes their parks more fun, things like fountains. Bins and benches has been one that I've been conflicted about for a while now, in this safe space that is just me and you on a couch, and we're definitely not live to the world, because they're just decorative. They are purely there for decoration. The guests won't interact with them. So I've been a bit conflicted about, adding them to the game, but once they're in, they make really nice little set pieces for extending little areas, as you've done.
Yeah, absolutely.
In a way as well. So hopefully you guys will enjoy the decoration we've been adding. I like the banners that we've added as well, of some of my favourite ones of those lagoon attractions, having those as separate decorations. So.
There are sadly no lagoons in this particular park, but I'm going to put this down anyway so people can see what it looks like. There we go. Very, very cool.
And I love this poster.
Oh yeah,
made by one of our content team, but
that's really good. Like integrating the lagoon viewing pod platform. I forget the name of it, unfortunately. But yeah, it's a very good, interesting little piece of decoration that you've added in. I like it. Like it a lot. Benjamin's the bang. Happy they got their picnic benches. That's awesome. Thank you so much. All right, so that's those are some of the bins and the benches and the new decorations.
Fun fact: I always call them bens and benches.
Bens and benches.
My brain has been called. It's like bens and benches.
Benjamins and I can't think of
Just
think of a different word, so we're just going to cancel that one.
Fun fact: my brain works sometimes. Bens and benches.
Bens and benches. All right, let us then take a look at another new species in this dinosaur park. So, people in chat, if you could please let me know what you would like to see.
I was ready for the screen.
The
screen's
so we've got left.
For me.
We've got Tarbosaurus, Concavenator, and the Gigantoraptor.
Gigantoraptor.
So if people can just give us a shout in the chat, and we will see if we can keep up with what people are saying. So we got a vote for Concavenator. Tarbosaurus, Giga, it's looking pretty
There's
equal
no wrong answers with this one, is there?
so far. What?
There's no wrong answers.
There are no wrong answers. Everything will be revealed at some point. But I do believe I am seeing more votes in favor of the Tarbosaurus right now, which I can completely understand because that is a fantastic looking dinosaur that we have here. So let's jump then into well, first we're going to take a look at the release animation right here, and then we're going to jump into the game and see what they look like. So here we go, and they are absolutely incredible. They are huge dinosaurs, but I love the release animation of them, how they sort of slowly peek out, and then they realize, I'm free.
You'd think with something that size and that terror that it wouldn't be hesitant. It would be like, I'm going to own this.
Yeah. But I like the fact that it's waiting a little bit, sort of checking stuff out, just to make sure, giving the air a little bit of a sniff, and then all right, here I am.
It's quite intimidating when you're that close to a big, the size and scale of one. I'm used to things being small.
And here they both are in game. The Tarbosaurus, in the T-Rex family, I'm assuming, because there are some similarities. But I love the fact that it's a lot chunkier. I think that's really, really cool. And it's got the sort of spine of fins or spikes.
Yeah, so this one is based on the design from DreamWorks Animation's Camp Cretaceous Hidden Adventures special TV show. So again, I try and bring kind of lots of all the things from the TVs and the movie series as part of the Jurassic franchise to you guys for you to put in your game. So I think like the Nothosaurus, it's now the Tarbosaurus has turned to appear in one of our PDLCs. And yeah, it's a great design. DreamWorks designs have been pretty good in Camp Cretaceous and Hidden Adventure, so it's been wonderful bringing you guys this one.
And since this is a sort of canon species, quote unquote.
It's a good way to describe it.
This comes with this comes with one sort of frontier design, as well as a skin that is
Yes.
that looks like the Camp Cretaceous.
Yes, so there'll be there's a
species.
Camp Cretaceus skin kind of based on the body and colour variant based on its appearance in Camp Cretaceous, and then we've done our own suite of body and colour patterns as well. So we use the geometry of the dinosaur, kind of the dinosaur itself as a base, and we just paint all over it in the way we want to do.
But I think that's a good way of sort of splitting the difference between.
Yeah. Because you guys might want to create a scene from Camp Cretaceous Hidden Adventure. And you want to have that one.
Yeah, and also we want to stay true to what's already been established in universe, but also want to be able to put our own spin on it. And so this is a great way of combining the two. So yeah, that is the Tarbosaurus. This likes everything, which is why we've sort of, well, this is due to the aggressive trait. Yeah,
completely relate with this Tarbosaurus.
And in terms of its likes and dislikes, it should be fairly simple to keep happy. Just give it some sand, some prey, bit of forest, some open space, and then you should be all good. But that was the Tarbosaurus. Oh, is it going to sleep? No, it's just scratching itself.
Just have a nice.
Ah, that's adorable. I am very sorry.
Stop taking the carnivores.
I am very sorry, but that is just
adorable.
that is so adorable. I mean, it did the roll over. That's so cute. I love that. That's so good. Very cat-like.
Everything's a cat. It's a cat.
See, Fran agrees with me in chat. They are adorable, Rich.
Okay.
So yeah, that was the Tarbosaurus. That was the sort of frontier design, if you will. But you can also get the Camp Cretaceous design, which I think there should be a screenshot of over on one of our social channels. So I think head on over to Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, and you can see what the Tarbosaurus Camp Cretaceous model looks like. All right, we're gonna jump ahead there to. We're actually gonna stay on the Tarbosaurus, but we're gonna jump into. Yeah, as you can see, we are in sandbox mode. As we talked about, we are using the pre-built sandbox mode layout or challenge mode layout for this particular park.
Yep.
We're going to take a look at capture mode because you take absolutely incredible screenshots of our game, and we are blown away whenever we see what you do. So we wanted to add more stuff to capture mode, and that includes, among other things, changing the time of day as well as the weather. So for example, if you want to take a night screenshot but you don't want to wait for night, then you can just click the button.
I've got the dinosaurs exactly as I want them, but I want that pesky sun to get down.
Yeah.
Now you can.
Go
That's
away,
exactly how we came up with the idea. So yeah, we just want to provide you more control over the atmospherics, the environmental conditions, which you have a nice scene, a nice set piece that you wanted to frame up, but wanted to try it with different times of day or the different weather settings. That's what we've added these options for. Now, the weather does take a bit of time to kick in. It is not instant.
Yeah, but it kicked in
just as a
seconds.
kind of not a warning, but just as a heads up that just took a time. But the time of day should be pretty instant for you guys.
As you can see here, it says weather override pending, which I think might be the most sci-fi sentence in this game.
Yeah.
But I think
which is saying something about a game about bringing dinosaurs to life.
Yeah,
sometimes it's very tricky to find the right words to describe something very technical.
But look at that though. That is a good shot right there. And then obviously you can do the thing you always do, where you add postcard frames, you can add stamps, you can add a film logo, letterbox it, you can add a bunch of filters.
Make a night vision
make
if you
it
want.
look really, really cool looking. And
look how easy it was for someone like Jens to make this. Imagine what you guys can do now.
The shade that's being thrown my
offense.
way. No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. I said no offense.
I've never been the best at taking incredible screenshots, but
your Tarbosaurus looks
amazing. Very.
It's not adorable anymore.
No, it's very intimidating.
Now you've made it sepia and put rain all over it.
Yes. There we go. Capture. Boom.
There you go.
Screenshot taken. So yeah, and then obviously this is all done within capture mode. So when I exit out, well, some of the weather is going to remain, but it should then very quickly return to how it actually is.
Yeah.
Because like you said, it's not an instant
Yeah,
on-off rain kind of thing. But
Yeah.
you know, game rules being what they are, that's
We
sort
try
of
and speed
how
it up
we
as
have to
much
do
as we
it.
could.
Yes. Jurassic World Biology says, I can't wait to use those capture settings. We are looking forward to see what you do with it. But yeah, then immediately it goes back. And then if you think, oh, I want to take a dusk screenshot now, and we're going to do that instead. And then boom, you got dusk. And we're going to turn off the sepia filter so we can see what it actually looks like. And then we're back to day mode again, which is a very, very cool addition to the capture mode. All right, there's a bunch of other exciting stuff that we should probably touch on very, very briefly. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so people can just sort of see what's happening in the park here. We've got some interesting pack chase behavior coming in.
Yes.
Which means that certain carnivorous dinosaurs will chase alongside the same species hunter as something goes after their prey.
My favorite thing about these live streams is when I come up with a feature
Yeah.
and then we kind of try and write it out as a way that, so that you guys, and then Jens sits and tries to read it out for us again. Yes, we've been trying to add a lot more depth and believability on hunting and having some of our carnivores engage with hunting as though they're a pack. So some select species, some carnivores will now, when one of them is about to hunt, the others will go with. Essentially, it's more believable. It's exactly how you'd want the packs to be working. So, yeah,
it's going to be interesting.
That's why I do a short form, and then we have people that write this up properly, so that Jens can present it to you guys in a way that makes it sound really good. Yeah, so it'll only affect a certain number of carnivores, as Jens says. It's going to be in the changelog, in the patch notes. But yeah, and again, it's that kind of the feedback from you guys in the community of wanting more believable hunts, as it were. Is kind of like the one. There was the one sentence for it. So adding that behaviour to some of our carnivores. So, yeah.
Amazing stuff. Another thing that you touched on earlier in the stream is automated hatcheries, which we're just going to look at this hatchery right here, and take it away, Rich. What does automated hatcheries actually mean?
So you choose a hatchery. On a hatchery of your choice, there will be one of the hatchery bays you can now assign to be an you can now automate it for synthesis. So select automate bay, select the species that you'd like to automate the creation of.
Oh God, that's a lot of pressure. Well, we had an Allosaurus there already, so we're going to go with Allosaurus.
Okay. Begin automation.
Yes.
You then choose the minimum population that you want to create, how you want to create it, whether you want it to just come out of the gate automatically when it's ready, or you want to, what's the other options? Airlift it somewhere else, or manually choose to release it. So the automatic ones, they'll just keep generating when the system will just create them when it feels it needs to make one.
And I'm guessing airlift auto means I select the destination and then they're just going to be lifted.
Exactly.
Out. Cool. That's really, really cool.
Manual will be like, I've made them and I want to choose when to release them. So you kind of have it's automation with a bit of control.
Okay.
And the population numbers are based on the per species, based on the number of, I think, was it the per species, I can't remember the technical term. What's the term that we present to players? The clutch size, I think it is.
Probably, yes.
So, the Allosauruses generate, you synthesize in batches of 1, but if you did something like
the compy.
Something like the compy.
You can go all the way up to, that's a lot of compies.
I believe it is 5 times a number, which 5 times the maximum egg size in one go, if that makes sense. You'll get it.
That should make sense.
You're all smarter people than me. You'll understand that when you play it. But yes, so you could maintain, you want to have a big area of small herbivores for your big carnivores. That's what you can do. You can use it for anything you want, though. Like, it's not. That's just the use case that I keep telling you guys about herbivores. But you can do anything. Yeah. Any of the species you can do this for.
It looks like, like you said, it is 5 times the.
Yes, it's
the batch size.
It's like the batch size up to 5 times that, and then I think it's every number in between. So if you want a 27, as you could on this one, you can do that.
Yeah. So you can, if you want to, release all of the compies, release all of the Gallimimuses. I think someone in further up in chat also said that It's an automatic feeder thing. So if you're the type of person who wants to create some sort of biome thing, if you like to use small herbivores as food, for example, for carnivores, you could potentially use it for this.
That was kind of the primary use case, as it were, that we wanted to do with this. I wanted to find a way for you to provide those kind of, as you say, dinosaur feeders. I'm going to create a feeder, maybe that's what it is, but it's grown to be something more powerful, and you can use it across all the species, or however you want to use it. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you guys in the community do with it, because hopefully we provide you with lots of choice in how you use it in your parks.
Yeah, I'm betting a lot of people are going to use these as a food source.
Yes, and it predominantly is made for sandbox when you have infinite money and you're kind of just creating an ecosystem, but we have added gates and checks to make sure that if you're using it in parks where money is not unlimited, that you don't kind of accidentally use all of your money up on things like that. So we've tried to consider the cases where it's not unlimited money.
Right. Yeah. So you're not immediately going to go broke.
We're trying to make sure that you don't do that. It might still happen because you can't control everything that you guys do in your games, but hopefully we've got some gates, checks and balances in there to make sure that you don't accidentally do that unintentionally.
All right.
But yeah.
And last but certainly not least, we have something called Species Unlock Shuffling, which I believe is in the sandbox setting, right? Maybe not right here, but it should be. Yeah, there we go. So if you are playing challenge mode, and if you're making a custom challenge mode, or if you're playing sandbox, and you have expeditions and fossils turned on, you can also then do dig site randomization. I think I can't do this because everything is unlocked because I already had, all that stuff. But from the jump, you can then choose dig site randomization, which I believe should shuffle up what you get.
Yes.
In which order?
We call it species unlock shuffling. You guys might call it random dig sites, because that's kind of the intention from Jurassic World Evolution 1 that you experienced it in. But the way our tech tree works, the way our research system works, that doesn't quite translate one-to-one. It's not just randomizing the dig sites. The way that we're doing it, as well as randomizing sites, is the research trees get randomized. So it's species unlock shuffling. So we shuffle those things around so that the order in which you're unlocking those species has been shuffled. Just because of the way that Jurassic World Evolution 2's research tech tree and how you unlock your species, it differs from Jurassic World Evolution 1. It should give you the same outcome. It should be the exact same thing you've been asking for, and that's it basically. So those players that want to do new challenge modes that have that kind of lever thrown in to randomize things a bit more, that should allow you to do that now.
We also have a tiny correction from Callum Holland from the dev team
about
the automatic hatcheries. It's based on the minimum population size.
That's what it
was. Not the egg clutch size. But so shout out to Callum for coming in with the correction. Appreciate that so much. Thank you for keeping us.
Callum keeps me in check on all the mistakes I do in the office all of the time, and I love him for it. Thank you, Callum.
We love to see it. That is great. There's some more stuff coming as well, so make sure to check the changelog tomorrow when the free update is coming out, as well as the DLC. But we're going to take a look at 2 more species. So chat, if you please, let us know what you would like to see of the Gigantoraptor and the Concavenator. Concavenator?
Well, I think both of them, you can kind of tomato them, because it's the Gigantoraptor or the Gigantoraptor.
Yeah.
Or the Concavenator or the Concavenator.
Yeah. I
can't remember which one's right. Whichever you've been saying is right, Jens. I back you, as always.
Kat says Jens's choice. There's a lot of Concavenator. The Gigantoraptor, someone said.
No.
Which, no. That's dangerous. But I think we're going to go for the Concavenator, which I have squirreled away right here. Another carnivore, obviously, this being the Cretaceous Predator Pack. And we have him on the screen right here. Also, he shares the sort of head plume thing with some of the raptor species, as well as the Utahraptor.
Yes, so with the Concavenator, we looked at a lot of different science and how it was represented in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom in the want to say the museum. There was a taxidermy of that.
Yep.
And looking at the science, whether it had feathers, what plumage it have, and we settled on kind of the, I'm going to call them spines, kind of feel to them on the elbows and the head. But it was something we had a lot of conversations about, whether are they going to be feathers, are they going to be kind of a bit like the Utahraptor. We settled with this one because it feels like it's the right balance between how it was represented in Fallen Kingdom, and I know that was just a taxidermy representation. It wasn't kind of a species that was alive and moving. So trying to get that balance between the franchise representation of this species and the paleo accurate one. Kind of working really hard on making sure that that hump, the reason it's called the Concavenator, was as accurate as possible and as cool as possible as well. That the silhouette of it up against, I think you saw it in the announcement trailer,
yes,
where it's up against the moon, and it's just a wonderful shot of it. So yeah, and again, just a wonderful species.
Yeah, it really, really is. It's such a striking silhouette, like you said. You can instantly recognize what it is because of the sail here on the back as well, and yeah, the colors and the patterns. It's all looking.
Oh yeah, I love
really,
the body and pattern colors on this species are some of my favorite as well. It's a wonderful species. It's been great to see it come to life.
That is the Concavenator, and I see a lot of people in chat love it as well. There's a lot of comments of this looks beautiful, it's great coloring, this is absolutely gorgeous, etc., etc., etc. So once again, shout out to the entire art team for
it's
their
a real team
incredible work.
It's a team job, and they're all incredible.
Yeah. Alaman13 says, it actually looks more awesome than I expected. I absolutely love it. Thank you.
Even stuff
so
like the
much.
ridges on the skull, where it kind of feels it has that kind of gap in the middle of it.
Oh yeah, this one, this here, yeah.
Well.
That's a cool little detail that I actually hadn't noticed until you pointed it out. But yeah, that is good looking. And the hands as well, and like you see the muscles move and all that stuff when it's walking around. It's so good, so good. Always impressive what the team does here with this game and all the dinosaurs that we're adding in. All right, then we're going to take a look at the Gigantoraptor, which I do believe is going to appear on the screen very, very shortly. And this is the giant chicken that you see kicking a ranger vehicle. That is a big bird, or big prehistoric bird. And it's species like this that just really cements the whole birds came from dinosaurs theory as well, which I just absolutely adore. And so it's just what you would imagine a giant prehistoric bird to look like. I absolutely love it. It looks incredible.
I love something like this and bringing it to Jurassic World Evolution too, because it helps demonstrate that the variety of species that lived millions of years ago, and we're not even, we do a small subset of those, but bringing something like this into game, it's not just a bipedal carnivore, it's not just a quadruped herbivore. This is such a unique species, and I wanted to bring that to life as well. And I informally call it a massive chicken to people, but it gives you that, and it shows you that species and the planet has moved on, and how similarities are between old species and new species. It's been, again, such a wonderful species to bring to life, getting the feather tech in, adding kind of I think there's iridescence on some of the feathers as well, so you can kind of catch it in the certain light, or at night it will shine as well. So we've been kind of finding ways to kind of really make these species really interesting as well, and it's such a striking thing to look at as well. It's just huge.
Yeah, and what I love about some of the creative choices that have been made in a lot of the newer species that we've added in the DLCs, and you see some of it in the base game as well, but there's just so much vibe and color and just like just stuff happening, which I think is really, really cool.
Yeah, over time we've been the character team, probably by themselves, have been nudging the colors to be brighter, more vivid, kind of taking the boundaries, the box that we gave ourselves with the base game and piece, and just going a bit further and going a bit more varied, a bit more vivid. And I'm loving them for it. They kind of come up with so many amazing color combinations and pattern combinations, things like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're great to see.
It's fantastic work as always. And I was watching a video about this a few months ago, that their sort of thesis was that we don't know what the dinosaurs actually looked like, and so for all we know, they could have had these like very intense plumages and intense like body colors or pattern colors. And especially, when you compare it to some modern birds that have these like big
That's
colours
exactly
on them.
what we did. In art direction and concept, we kind of look at how environments have dictated the variety and colours of existing species. And we see it in the world now. You see how different birds look in different tropical environments, different temperate environments, and we use that as inspiration for our colours and bodies as well. Because what happens now would have happened then as well, and the environment would have dictated or inspired the colour choices of species that existed in those times. So it's that kind of thinking of how does the planet, the environment that something lives in, affects and dictates what it would look like. So.
Yep. And as someone in chat also pointed out, these are omnivorous.
Yes.
Which means that they need both meat and ground leaf in their enclosures.
Yes.
So this is a omnivore of the pack. And that is also, I believe, paleo accurate, that the fact that they were omnivorous way, way, way back in the day when they were still alive. So very good little touch there from the team as well. And we have a little bit more time left, so we're going to shift focus back to the free update. And we're going to talk about some variants, and specifically variants that now have body and pattern colors added to them. And we have some of them here already. We're going to start off with some flying species, which I'm going to release from this here hatchery. So there are five variants that now have body and pattern color selection options. It is the 2022 Dimorphodon, which you can see right here. And I'm going to bring up the thing here so you can sort of tell what the different body and pattern colors are. As well as the 2001 Pteranodon, which can now have many different body and pattern colors. And I like the fact that we're taking the time to add some additional pop to some of these variants, or we used to be skins, or
and kind of, I'm not sure if ever been vocalized, but the years on the species correlate to the year in which the franchise released that media. So 2001 would be Jurassic Park 3?
I believe
Am I that
so.
old? Don't answer that, chat.
I believe it would be, yeah.
So,
2022 Dimorphodon being the Dimorphodon that you see in
Dominion.
Yes.
Yeah. So what we like to do, as we talked about with the Tarbosaurus, we try and provide you with the body color variant or the pattern variant that is the one you've seen in the franchise, in the movie or the TV show. We want to give that to the players, and where possible, we try and do our own body and color variants alongside those, because we know how much, as we talked about, the team do a great job on those, and you want to see them. Due to time and mostly time and the people we have, we hadn't done those on some of the species that we brought to life previously. So I asked the team, based on the community asking for that, kind of to focus on some of the species that we've released previously and add in body and color variants options for those ones as well. So as you say, we targeted 5 in this release, kind of target the most popular ones, the ones that have been most vocal about. On the flying side, we got the Pteranodons and Dimorphodon.
We've got on the ground side, we've got the Stegosaurus 97 variant here, with many different body and pattern colors. I think, this was just the 97 one. I was like, this looks familiar.
So again, it's providing you with those color options to if you have a big species or a big herd of the same species type, that you want to have the Lost World Stegosaurus, you can now have a lot of variety in the way they look as well. So kind of having those big herds, but having that diversity in their colors and bodies as well.
Yeah, and then this is let me check my notes here. This is the 2001, I know it's a Brachiosaurus. It's the 2001 Brachiosaurus. And by crazy random happenstance, I ended up with one with Sonoran Desert blank pattern and one with Sonoran Desert Pulcherana. So they look fairly similar, but this one has the pattern and this one doesn't. So they could be siblings, I guess, in a sense, sort of. That's my headcanon, at least. Okay. But this is the 2001 variant of the Brachiosaurus with different body and pattern.
Again, I know how much you guys like specific design, what you've seen in a film, and I wanted to make sure that you have as many body and color options for some of those species as possible. Yeah,
and then finally, just because I want to see it be released from this here hatchery. But first, I'm going to remove some of this forest so they just don't immediately disappear. the 2022 Allosaurus also now comes with different body and pattern colors. So we're going to take a look at what that might look like. And here they are. They're so cool.
They're going to say they're adorable.
No, they're I mean, these are legitimately scary. And yeah, this is the 2022 one, and then this is Svalbard and Paparana, and then we have the Sala del Huasco and blank pattern right here. So you can, yeah, once they're in the light here, you can definitely tell the differences in body and pattern coloration. And I gotta say, they are still looking incredibly terrifying, in spite now having more color on them than they did before.
Yeah, there are some terrifying species. We also saw it in Dominion in the streets of Malta. But yeah, again, I saw the feedback that the Allosaurus 2022 is a popular dinosaur, popular species of that pack. Can we have something that kind of some more variety in those ones that we put in our park? So
yeah, like it a lot.
And then I think for this one, the Allosaurus 2022, you do need to own the appropriate PDLC for that one.
Yes.
To work it.
Yes, because this came with the Dominion Malta expansion.
That's
if
right.
I remember correctly. But that is just about what we're going to have time for here, folks. So we've taken a look at both the upcoming Cretaceous Predator Pack as well as free update number 8 coming tomorrow, November 30th, to Jurassic World Evolution 2. We've taken a look at the Gigantosaurus, the Tarbosaurus, the Concavenator, and the Utahraptor.
The Gigantosaurus.
Gigantoraptor.
Gigantoraptor.
My apologies. For some reason, I have been thinking about...
It's because I might have said it in earlier.
Maybe, and I was also thinking about Gigantosaurus earlier today. Just randomly.
Just randomly.
Yeah, it's my Roman Empire.
Gigantoraptor.
Concavenator.
Concavenator.
Tarbosaurus. And Utahraptor. We've taken a look at. We've also taken a look at the new body and pattern color variants that are coming to 5 different species. We've taken a look at the new layouts, the pre-established layouts. So you
Pre-built
can have
layouts.
in sandbox mode, and a whole heap of other things that is coming tomorrow in both the free update and the DLC. And as always, I want to thank you, Rich, for joining me on the sofas. It's been great.
Thank you so much for having me again. I love being here.
I love having you here, and it's been really, really cool. Obviously, thank you so much to our lovely moderators for keeping it down in chat. Thank you so much to the rest of my incredible team for being the most wonderful, amazing, lovely human beings in the whole wide world. Thank you so much to our producer, Adam, for making sure that this entire stream goes off without any hitches. And as always, thank you to you so much for watching and for being a fantastic community. It's been really amazing to have been a part of this for as long as I have. And that's going to be it from me and from Rich and from everyone else involved with the game for this here live stream. And as always, now more than ever, be excellent to each other.
Bye.